Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you're watching my show, as always, you're in my corner. Today's episode's a pre-fight show for UFC Fight Night. You had Jacek versus Waterson. And, yeah, this is a women's strawweight top contender fight. And, yeah, this is going to be an exciting card. This is stacked card from the first prelim onto the main event. I mean, you got J.J. Aldridge kicking off the prelims. Invicta FC veteran, UFC veteran, just wow. I mean, she's a superstar alone. And against Lauren Mueller, who's Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series alumni. Anyways, so quick rundown of the main card with predictions. I'll try to make this a quick episode. So in the main event, we have a women's strawweight bout with Joanna, Jacek, Michelle Waterson. I kind of went back and forth on this one, but I got to go with Joanna. I'm going to say Joanna by decision. I think this fight stays standing, and I think Joanna gets it done on points due to strikes. I think Joanna could get taken down 1 or 2 rounds and lose a round or 2. So I got this a rather close fight. I think Waterson has a good ground game, and Joanna likes to stand and bang and use her kickboxing. Nothing wrong with that. And so I think maybe Joanna gets taken down once or twice, but then gets back up, and then wins on points due to strikes by unanimous. Yeah, I'll say unanimous decision, 48-47. Then in the co-main event, we have a featherweight clash with Cub Swanson versus Kron Gracie. And I'm going to say Kron Gracie first round submission towards the tail end of the first round. I hope everyone here in the Valley doesn't hate me now. But Cub being the local boy from here. But yeah, I got to go with Kron Gracie. I mean, the guy's fought in the UFC already against Alex Caceres and submitted him and made it look easy. And I feel Kron is, for now on the rise. I mean, I can't say, in the far future, but I'll say for the next 2-3 matches, it should be an easy road for him. So I'll say submission, either the tail end of round 1 or beginning of round 2 by rear naked choke. Then in the welterweight division, we have Nico Price versus James Vick. I'm going to go with Nico Price on this. I think his chin's going to hold up, and I think he's going to win by knockout in the second round. I think James Vick has great striking, and I think that's why James will do okay in the first round, but I think James will get caught in the second. They're both very talented strikers, and James Vick has underrated submission game, I think. But I just think Nico's chin's going to hold up a little bit better in this fight, and that's going to be the determining factor. But skill-wise, they're both neck and neck. Then in the women's strawweight division, we have Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Ribas. I'll go with Mackenzie Dern by second round submission. I think she gets a guillotine, maybe a rear naked choke in the second round. Obviously, she has great submission skills. And Amanda Ribas, tough, durable veteran, so this may be a struggle in the first round, but I think second round Mackenzie Dern gets it figured out and works in a submission. Then in the lightweight division, we have Matt Frevola versus Luis Pena, and I'm going to go with Luis Pena on this one. I think his time on The Ultimate Fighter has prepared him for the UFC. And I think, he's had good coaching from DC over the time. And I think Luis Pena gets it done. I'll say gets it done by decision unanimous, 30-27. I think he just mixes things up. Maybe gets a takedown, but mostly strikes. But if he gets a takedown, I think he could get a submission. It's possible in the second or third round, but this being a lightweight match, I'll go with decision, unanimous. Then in the middleweight division, we have to kick off the main card, Eric Anders versus Gerald Meerschaert. I went back and forth on this one because, you know, I still think very highly of Gerald Meerschaert. I think he's fought some tough competition and fell short, but he's still a talented fighter. And, you know, he has some of the best trainers in the sport. But I'm going to go with Eric Anders on this because, yeah, they both have checkered wins and losses on their last few fights apiece. But I think Eric Anders has lost to the tougher competition. And I think Eric Anders is motivated after his big win in his last fight. So I think Eric Anders having the motivation, and also I think he learned from his losses, and also, again, those losses were too tough for competition. I think he's going to come out ahead, possibly by knockout. I'll say knockout in the third round. I think he's going to have that willpower to want to get it done in the third round. So I'll say knockout, third round. Anyways, that wraps up the pre-fight show, and yeah, definitely don't miss the prelims because it's stacked. Anyways, until then, and stay tuned in the coming days for my post-fight show and other MMA news. And as always, until then, see ya.